Let there be peace and love among all beings of the universe. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaskar. Welcome. Beloved Papaji, as I mentioned to you before, during the week you began again your satsangs, I realized I had not only been waiting nearly a month for your return, but also I had been looking for you for nearly half a century, 49 years. In the satsangs, wonderful things are happening. It is very superior to being in heaven. Now, a couple of days ago, we had the joy of hearing you say, out of the wealth of your love and compassion for us, that you would give each of us the best gift of all, the precious Kohinoor, and if we did not open our fist to receive it, you would even open our fist yourself, so you could present it to us. How could there be anything more encouraging than that? There remains for me only one question to ask, a legitimate question. Your videos are a blessing to the world and all who see them. They have a potent atmosphere with your actions and words on the screen and in the viewers at the same time. Something has happened to me while watching the 27th February 1993 satsang. May I come up to and describe it to you so you can tell me what it was with love and reverence. Wise man. Please come here. What? I don't remember what was it.
What was what?
How will you describe now? What was it?
I don't know what it was myself. I was watching this satsang, which I call the laughing satsang, and I showed it to several people, and it was about the third or fourth time I've seen it. And that laughter is very infectious, so I was laughing a lot. And the man who was watching it with me, he apparently was sort of rejecting it. And at the end, I was sitting just quietly, and all of a sudden, it's something like that has never happened to me before. It was as if there was a kind of snap, and the whole world reversed.
What did you say? Say it again?
It was a kind of snap, and the whole world reversed. And I was in some kind of absolute stillness. But I didn't feel any particular bliss. I didn't feel the self. I didn't become aware of anything special. But it was some kind of absolute stillness. It couldn't be connected with this world. And I was wondering if you could tell me what that was. Because
you have come yourself to tell me, to describe as you write, yes. So I already forgot to see on this video, I forgot to see. So I will request Bharat Mitra to give us, I will watch myself at home.
That video was the time when a lady named Yogini came up. And she was sitting in front of you. She said, I just want to sit in front of you. And you started making jokes about her yoga, whether her yoga was finished. And then everybody started laughing, and Yogini started laughing also. Finally she was laughing so much she couldn't stop. And you had her come and sit next to you. And then everybody was laughing all the rest of the time through the entire satsang.
You go and bring them here. Or Rina can go and help her bring. His mother is there. So we see the video and then ourselves. I will like to see myself in the evening. Huh? आज छुट्टी चले बैठ जाओ ना, हेल्प कर दो ना जाके. चलो प्लीज कम एंड सिट हियर. नाभि Nabi. In Monday satsang, is yours?
Yes. You said the name.
Huh?
You said the name.
Nabi, yes, yes. I thought it was a girl.
No.
Nabi is a girl's name, no?
I never realized.
Huh?
I never realized.
You didn't, so I realized it. You can ask anybody, you see, everybody realize. Everybody can realize, how can you can't realize yourself. Sit down here, yes. In Monday satsang you said you are holding a diamond in your hands, which is freedom itself. So please help me, give me a good push that I am losing my arrogance and wake up, so that I am able to open my fist and take that jewel also. Prem Nabi, this name. So I don't think you request anyone to diamond. Diamonds will come to you themselves, you see. Diamond will come to you. Who will not give you diamond? To see you, to be with you. Many diamonds will come to you. Only you keep up this shape, you see. You have to be beautiful. As the gooseberry falls on the palm of the hand under the tree, you need not do any effort. But one thing I remind you, you can easily do it. You simply do not think. Do not think. So simple not to think, you see. If you think, you are always in trouble, you see. Every thought takes you to suffering, isn't it? So better don't think, and then the diamond will fall by itself, you see. Yeah, this is so easy to do it. And I am very sure you can do it now itself. Open the palm. Yes. Open the palm. Yeah, do it, no? Yeah, do it. And tell me what is there. Open the palm and tell me what is there.
Nothing.
This is diamond. Because everybody is holding something. Stones, after all, diamond is a stone. Nothing more than a stone. But when you say nothing, this is diamond. Nobody can steal. And for diamonds, you see, how many robbers will be after you? To steal a diamond, always there will be robbers, and you can't keep it. But if you have nothing in the hand, nobody is going to steal. And that is here. I just remember one story when you say diamond. So once upon a time, Delhi was very famous market for diamonds. Maybe now also, I do not know. And one man was buying diamond in Delhi, Connaught Place. There's a very big diamond shop, you see, Connaught Place, if you go and visit. And he purchased one diamond, very costly diamond. You can call it about $70,000. It was in Indian money, but then you would understand, $70,000. And he went straight to, this man was from Calcutta. He wanted to go by train to Calcutta. And there was another man also in the diamond shop. So he also went out, followed him, and at the booking office he purchased the ticket, first class ticket, and this man also purchased the first class ticket. Now they are in first class compartment. Both, only two people used to sit in first class before. And then he was sitting to each other. Now this man is a robber, other man is a robber. He robs only diamonds, not gold, not money. So he was a master robber, you see. So he knew that this man is having a diamond on his person or maybe in the bag. I have to get it. So when this man went for change in the night to sleep, then he came back again, and now this robber also goes and comes back. So they slept now. Now while sleeping, this robber searched everything on his person, pockets, purse, handbag, suitcase, everything. He didn't find. The diamond he didn't find. And now he's about to reach Calcutta, you see. And then he said, "Sir," on the platform, "Sir, let me introduce myself to you. I am a robber. And when you were sleeping, I searched everything. Your cap, handbag, person, and so much money was there, and your rings were there, gold was there, everything was there. I don't touch because I am a master robber. It is below my dignity to touch anything else." So I just want to know, it is my first experience that I missed this diamond. I was in the shop, came together in the taxi, then at the train, but please tell me, where is the diamond? This is the question. Now I can't rob from you because there's so many people, police is there. He said, "I knew when you were sleeping, so I had put this diamond in the pocket of your own coat." Because I was sure you will search me, you will not search your own pocket. And then in the morning when you went for the change, I got from your pocket, and now it is in my pocket, and here is the diamond. So what do you think of this story? Everybody has a diamond, but then we search the pockets of others. We go from ashram to ashram, to Swami to Swami, to satsang to satsang. Never we are going to get it, see. And you have to search, it is in your own pocket, you see. And then you have been deceived. It is, I think, it is the God himself, you see, who has kept the diamond in each heart so that we may search outside and we cannot get it. So diamond is here, you see. And you are just to not to think of it, then you can see it, and not to make any effort. And then I guarantee that you will have this diamond, and if you don't, you come to me that I am a liar. Here in the satsang, you fulfill two conditions: don't think, don't make effort. In between them is a diamond, and if you don't see, you complain to me. And now itself I ask you, it's not for tomorrow, now itself is a challenge. Have you seen diamond or not?
I've seen.
Huh?
I've seen.
Yes, very good.
You name? Because you said now you will email me?
Yes, yes, of course. Yes. But let me enjoy Nabi first, you see. Otherwise, suddenly she will change. Acha, now. Kohinoor is a Persian word, but it is a wonderful word. Kohinoor means the mountain of light. That's the meaning of this Persian word, Kohinoor. And it is very old diamond, maybe thousands of years. Thousands of years. It was during the time of Mahabharata. It was there, and people have been fighting for this thing, and even before also. The Rakshasas and the Devas were fighting for this money, they call it, you see. And so this was the source, this wealth is the source of fight. Later it came to Mughals, who gave this name? Who gave this name? During the time of Mughals, when they came to India about 800 AD. Later on it was with the British, and now it is in the British Museum in London, and India is asking it should be brought back to India because this is the property of India. So this Kohinoor is a Persian word, but I have to give you some name from Sanskrit, you see. So Kohinoor, Ratna can be good word. Ratna can be good name again, which is called diamond, you see. I do not know female name, and if I give you Vajra, Vajra also is a female name, but it is very suitable in your case.
Ratan is made.
Ratan is good, no? Okay, Ratan, yes. Ratan. But there is another meaning also, I just now remembered. That means also realization, also God also. Do some people knew this meaning here? Ratna means God also, and the name of God also. Because I think it is Meera who called it Ram Ratan Dhan Payos. Ram Ratan Dhan. You know this song also. What is this thing?
Payoji meant मैंने राम रतन
हाँ जैसे बोल के सुना दे ऐसा सुना दे. Also, if you see this diamond, you see I have got this name itself is diamond. Name of God itself is diamonds. That's how one saint in India, she sang it. Ram Ratan Dhanpa. बोल देना फिर.
पायो जी मैंने
हाँ, हाँ.
राम रतन
सुनो.
धन पायो पायो जी मैंने
राम रतन धन पायो. Thank you. You are from which country?
Germany.
Huh?
Germany.
Germany?
Yes.
Sure. Germans are very beautiful people, no? The only beautiful girl that I saw during my travels of 60 years in the West, it was a German girl which was attractive and no other girl has attracted me. And she was in Berlin. She was in Berlin. I never asked where she lives in Germany, but she was from Berlin, I still remember. Very tall, very attractive, like her only, you see. Namaste. What is this? Where it starts from. And what is the name? Deva? Deva. Opening the eyes, Deva, say very good. Who gave you this address? Because devas are also coming from heaven to attend this satsang. Who gave you this address? Devas live in heavens. Why should they come on the earth, you see? Who gave you my address? Who? Me. Opening the eyes, and you is here. Very good grammar, you see. Everybody will say, you are here. Everybody who has gone to school and has picked up some grammar will say, you are here, but this is correct. You is here, because it is only one, not many. Therefore, you is here. It is for the first time I hear this grammar, but I knew this grammar already. Because I also say, not I am here, I say I is here. And you is there, he is there. This is my grammar. And where did you get this grammar book?
Also you.
In the formless beauty of all the forms preparing tea, and you is here to celebrate. It is in gratitude, sitting in Satsang Bhavan with no number anywhere, and you is present in its brilliance and light of being, receiving food and ever seemingly losing the vegetables for the dinner, and you is here, receiving it as a gift, so that all beings of the universe can be nourished. Even though all arising body sensations and all these insubstantial thoughts, so-called anger or fear of not being respected or recognized, you see here. Wonderful. This is the understanding. Very happy. Untouched beyond all, and all expressions are ever as ever it may look like. Closing the eyes, and you is here. In that awareness that does not know anything, just rests in itself, it always here. What an exquisite love affair. Thank you for picking up this form to serve you in so many uncountable ways. Bowing down to your feet. Om Shanti. Deva. Very good. Who is Daniel Wise? Daniel? Yeah. Dear Papaji, for many years I have been aware of a power within me. I have been aware of power within me that is greater than myself. I have been aware that I am entirely ready to fully realize my God self, to have contact with that self at all times, yet I feel that there is a thin veil between my present consciousness and that greater understanding. I know that if I can penetrate that veil, I will fully understand my true nature. Yet I have been unable to walk through this veil. Papaji, I have read of your own search for a teacher, for a true teacher, and how you asked everyone, have you seen God? Can you show him to me? So I ask these questions of you now. Can you take me to that place where I can experience Him too? I am ready to finally penetrate this veil of consciousness that keeps me ignorant of my true self. Will you please help? I love, and Daniel. Now I tell you, there is the greater consciousness within you, and here you are here, and you want to penetrate into the greater awareness. That's your question. In between is a thin veil. And what is this veil?
Thought. Thought. My thinking, it's an effort. And
There is divine in front of you. You are here who want to seek divine. Go close to it. In between is a veil. So I'm asking you, what is this veil? And I will also tell you how to remove it. First of all, let me explain to you. I have also been going as you write. You must have read it in the book. I have also searching, where is God? How can I see? And no man in any ashram in north and south could reply this question. Only his devotees will fight with me. We are here, we have grown grey beards, 1 feet long beards, and you come in an army dress and not even saluted, not even bowed down, and we are living here for the last 49 years, as Mr. Wiseman says. 49 years, and God is in nowhere near to us. You just come, and you are standing in attention and say, can you show me God? So they thought I am little crazy. And there were in some ashram, they pushed me away also. You are not obedient to our master. Then I used to tell them, suppose I have to buy something in the market. I go to supermarket, and then I pick up a thing, and then I pay at the counter and walk away. And nobody asked me to first meditate and live here for 49 years and grow beard. And nobody has anybody can go to the shopkeeper, and it is the shopkeeper who is happy when the customer is there, you see. He is happy, he is making some money. Like this, nobody could do anything. And if you want to buy, you must have money in the market, in the pocket, go to the market, get the thing, walk away, you see. So the veil is this, that you have some desire in your mind. This is the veil. You have some desire to arrive at greater consciousness, isn't it? This is the veil. So you don't touch this desire. Any desire will not take you to God. You have to be absolutely without desire. Without desire means without thought also. Desire is a thought. And without thought means also mind. Only thought is mind. And this desire is mind. Whenever there is a desire, you have a mind. Whenever you have a desire to have something, and that something must be an object. And God is not object. He is subject. He is not to be seen, not to be arrived, not to be reached. He is the seer, not seen. So you don't try to see anything because God is not any object. Every object, see this subject, this subject, this subject has beginning and end. So what has beginning and end? It cannot be greater consciousness. Only you simply don't have any desire for anything, just now for 1 second. And then you tell me where is the greater consciousness and where is the smaller consciousness. That's you have to tell me. Only don't have desire even for God, you see. So this means something greater than God itself, you see. And now, where is the veil?
There isn't one.
We create the veil ourselves. I want this and I want that, you see. You simply keep quiet and keep no desire. Where there is no desire, there God comes Himself and sits down, you see, in your heart. Where there are desires and this chair is full of garbage, no place for the God. God needs absolute pure seat. Then only He will come uninvitedly and take possession in your heart forever. Then whatever you do, it is God who does. You don't need anything to bother about, you see. Okay, Mr. Daniel. So after this position of the veil, this veil was Daniel, the name itself was a veil. Any form is a veil, any name is a veil. If you remove this thing, then there is no name, no form. Therefore, this Daniel itself was a veil. Now I remove the veil, and when there is no veil, that name I give you. Now, when the veil is lifted, then what's left there? Only compassion. To remove the veils of others whose veils are not yet lifted and they are suffering. So after that, one has to be compassionate for other beings and give them happiness. So this work is allotted to that person who has removed his veil. And a man who has ego himself, how he can remove the ego of other people, you see. So this name is one who removes the sufferings of others and is compassionate. So this name I give you, the bliss of helping others and compassion. So this name in Sanskrit is called Dayananda, full of compassion. So I am Dayananda. The D I have not removed because you may be little bit attached to your old D which missed. Daya, Nanda. Daya means compassion. Ananda means bliss. When the veil is removed, everybody is happy, you see. When the veil is not removed, he is suffering, you see, and will suffer for millions of years, you see. If you don't remove your veil, you have been suffering already. 2 billion years are over, and now this is the time. You are in the human form, best human form, otherwise human count is 6 billion tonight. And why few people are here? Why? Not even 1 in a million, you see. Nobody wants to be free. Nobody wants to remove his veil. Otherwise, many people should have been here, so they are still animals, you see. Those who don't aspire for liberation, moksham, not to get again the next birth into the lower species also, they are just animals. They may have somehow removed the tail only, and 2 legs have become hands now, shorter, you see. That's all, no other difference, you see. So, human being is one who has removed the veil in this span of life. And you have done it. You have not to doubt it, you see here. Judy. The bride is being adorned for her wedding. This bride, this one who is presently sitting before you, this is quite good, you see, I don't know. This Judith, she who has dreamt of this wedding, and she who so quickly fell in love with you, my dear Papaji, she has heard the clear and sweet sound of her beloved calling me home. She so desires tasting union. She is so close to knowing the divine. It is but a mere footfall away, so this bride prepares earnestly for her wedding. When you say just a footfall away and you are ready, you are adorned very nicely, what else you have to prepare? You said you are not. This is the preparation you have done. Preparation is over. Only footfall, just one step, and the bed is there, one step away from you, where your lover is waiting, you see. So you have to prepare. You made one mistake in the letter. It's not wedding is over, now something else, you see. Honeymoon. Honeymoon, one step away. You have prepared very well, you have come here, the preparation is over. Now honeymoon is waiting for you. Your beloved is waiting for you. Why do you shirk? Why do you shrink? Run, hug, kiss, be fun. So photography not allowed. You brought her with you? You brought her with you in the room?
No.
You shouldn't bring anyone in.
No, no one else.
Very nice. Very good. Have you enjoyed? Have you enjoyed?
What?
Enjoyed?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. There's no joy better than this, you see. There's no joy better than this. All other joys will fade out next morning. The people who have had honeymoons, even in Switzerland, and next morning you look at their faces. Next morning, immediately they want just another peg just to warm up, you see. So this will never fade. This embrace will never fade. Even for billions of years, even the creators will die, and this will remain, you see. Okay. So what name should I give you after this? Because that name is over now. Every bride which goes to husband's place, the husband's surname is added, you see. She becomes that, and she doesn't use the name of his father, parents, because they gave much suffering. Parents who gave you name, they gave you much suffering, you see. Therefore, when you go to the master, he removes that name, also the form, and there is the lane of love. Very few people can tread, very narrow, sharp as the edge of the sword. Very few can walk. If you look here, there, you are cut into two parts. Don't look behind, look in front. And then this sharp edge of the razor will be just a road of flowers. Keep in view, I want to meet my beloved. Don't have any other thought in your mind, you see. So I give you this name because you have done it, and when you return to your country, they will see something else in your face, something else in your eyes, some other jasmine smell from your body. And they themselves will appreciate that you are coming from some heaven, you see. So the meaning of this name, which you are getting now, is perfume of a jasmine flower. That is the meaning of the word, but not in your case flowers. Flowers will rot next morning after a few hours and they are thrown away. So perfume is of the divine union, which is always will be there. So perfume of the divine union, and that also is called, same word, name is that I got it. And this smell you can never forget, you see. All other perfumes you lose it, you see. You send it for wash, it is gone. But this, after washing and washing, it removes and makes you more pure and clear. After that purity, this perfume is rubbed on your body, double smell, double fragrance, double perfume, you see. So this name is Vijayanti. Can you pronounce? You read it and pronounce.
Vijayante? Vijayante?
Ah, very good. You can learn. Getting warm now. Chandrika. I sit at this moment before Valentine's Day in Hanuman's apartment after satsang, feeling love for you and all. Carol brings this note to you, a tangible expression of love and sent on thought waves every day. Chandrika is not here, she was gone. Chandrika. I came to Lucknow for 3 days. I leave in the morning to see you first. After many years of Buddhist meditation, please sit down here. After many years of Buddhist meditation, this is what happens when I inquire who am I? The mind stalls for an instant. The mind stalls for an instant. This is not a part of Buddhist meditation to make inquiry of who am I. Not part of Buddhist meditation, nor Vipassana. Where did you pick it up? Not even Tibetan Buddhism. They don't. Nobody looks at I. Only you have to go on meditation, go on meditating, or do any chanting. Om Mani Padme Hum, chanting. Go on chanting. So I is there. See, this inquiry is nowhere found except in the Upanishads and the teaching of Ramana Maharishi and Nisargadatta Maharaj and other great gurus. So anyway, when you touch, this is what happens when I inquire who am I, the mind stalls for an instant. When you inquire, the mind keeps quiet for an instant, okay? In the gap before another thought, there is only the flow, the stream of Nam, Rup, Nama and Rupa as it is, without any me, only the awareness. So I'll go on, it's a long letter, so I go on side by side. So first we are describing this thing. When you inquire, who am I, the mind is quiet, isn't it, for one instant. And during that instant, there is only the flow, the stream. This is not correct. There is the flow of the stream of Nama and Rupa. No, Nama Rupa is not there, and you say it is there. When you have this quietness in this instant, and then also you speak about the gap before another thought. So, gap before another thought. This gap, how Nama and Rupa can be seen? You can't see name and form when you are between two thoughts, the gap between two thoughts. Perhaps you have heard it, read it, not done it. You can do it now. After exhalation, before inhalation, that is the place you mention, isn't it? And now you don't touch inhaling, exhaling. There, stay there, and what do you see? Or before the previous thought, after the previous thought, before the next thought, in between, same thing. So thought comes, then name and form will arise. No difference between thought and name and form. So you say there is name and form in between two thoughts, or in between two inhalations or exhalations, you see. So you have never done it, you heard it only. Now do it, because it doesn't cost you more than 1/1000th part of a second, you see. This is how we call, not a second of the now current time. This is Aryan time, where this second is split into the 4500 part, which is called Kshanam. Kshana. Word Kshana is used, so we don't have an equivalent in English. We use instant or this second we see. But this Kshana we can use. And not even one Kshana, 4500 part, not even that. What Kabir says, Ek Kshana, Adha Kshana, Adhe se Punyad, संगत की जो साध की कोट कटे अपराध, you see. So even this much if you can do, you are free. And I hope you can do it now and see how does it look like. Let alone your Buddhist practice or any practice. You can't do any practice, you see. And it's not needed also. As I already said, the diamond is within you. So you do it. I hope I have made very clear to you so that you can do it, experience it. Experience is much better than your philosophies, you see. So this quarter of a second you can keep quiet, don't think, or stay in between the two inhalation and exhalation. And then tell me what do you see. Also tell me who you are.
There's nothing in between.
So this is it. Stay as such. Stay as such always. This is your nature, fundamental nature. If there is any difficulty, you can ask me. If there is any difficulty staying there, you can ask me. Occasionally, the knowing of what it is that passes. This watching state is not a big deal. It happens throughout the day, some days more often than others. When I in sitting, what do you mean? When I am or I in?
I am.
I am sitting or having, when I am sitting and having sex. So during this gap between thought and the next thought, you can have sex between them. I never thought you were a sexologist. They can do it. So when you are having sex, it is hard to remember on contemplating my grief for my dying mother. So in that split you can do so many things. You can have sex also and grief of the mother. So first sex and then the grief, no? First sex, then grief. What? Okay. Neither the mother is there, nor the sex is there. There is nobody there. Alone you, during that instant between thought and thought. Nobody is there, you see. Nobody there. Little moments of clarity, of the feeling that I am temporarily seeing things simply as they are. Experience them, their qualities of what my Buddhist friends call suchness. And their transcends. Tell me, Papaji, though this awareness and perception feels like I am the surface of the truth, though this awareness and perception feels like I am on the surface of the truth. You can call it like this, that you are on the surface when you are speaking about these things, you see. You are speaking of so many things, so many practices, maybe even any kind of practice, Buddhist practice, they are all speaking on the surface and you are not yet dived. You can only speak when your head is out of the surface. Then only you can speak. And if you go below, you can't speak. You can never speak because your mouth is full of waters. Only some bubbles will come here and there for 7 seconds. And after 7 seconds, they say even bubbles don't appear. And then some countries provide the divers. They stand always ready at the bank. If the no bubbles are there, they dive. And whatever they bring, they hand over to their relatives or relations. So this is the result of going down the waters. You go down the water, there you need a diver, here you don't need a diver. The more you go down on the bottom, you will see your own self. Then only you will see your own face. Go down, dive, and you will see your own face. It will be so clear, so true. To see your own face, you have to dive within yourself. When you go out, look any object, you can't see your face. So, seeing the face means keeping quiet. Don't give any rise to any thought for just 1 second. And then you will see you are yourself. Similar to your accounts of experiencing the self of being touched by the Master, I am playing with matches. You create the fireworks. You and I are in the similar kinds of work. I help people see by doing eye surgery. You are an eye surgeon? You have to look up my cataract sometimes. And one Italian doctor is here. Has he gone? Acha, okay. He says, my cataract comes in old age, you see. So he says, but this cataract, my cataract is of special kind. At 85, if I have a cataract and still I can see and there is no trouble in my sight, this cataract is a very special kind of cataract, and I am already 85. So this cataract will develop after another 25 years. So here in India they want me to operate it, you see. And for the last 10 years also, I went to one doctor here, and he is the head of the department in medical college. He advised immediate surgery. Otherwise, even after operation, the sight will not come back. Earlier, operation is better. I didn't listen to him, and then I consulted everybody said, you should do it now and enter the room. I have no patient inside. I said, I will ask my father first to see. Then doctor said, why you consult your father? You are quite old man. Our operation, why should you consult your father? I said, because he is already dead without operation of the... So you check my, and if this is a special kind of operation which will develop after 25 years, that means it is going to be next century. And then, anyway, you see this this day, you are here for 3 days, no? You say. So today is second day.
This is my last day.
Eh?
This is my last day.
Last session. But operation is not possible. Acha. Then I help people by doing eye surgery. But you straightway give them contact lenses. So talk to me, my special doctor, I am your patient, Dr. Mark. Dr. Mark. So my dear Dr. Mark, I don't give even contact lens, you see.
For the third eye.
Huh?
For the third eye.
This thing, contact lens, I don't even give this contact lens because very painful, you see. I tried somebody's contact lens. And I didn't know what is this very small, thin piece. I thought, I could not mind out what is this. So I threw away this thing. So I don't give even contact lens because you don't need to see. This is a special type of sight, not through the eyes, through the self. It is the self who sees the self. If you close the eyes, you don't see, isn't it? You don't see anything, but you can see that the eyes are here. Eyes must see something away from the eyesight, from the retina, then you can see. But they close the eyes, and where is the eye? I say here, which is this sight through which I know that my eyes are here and not here. So this retina must look behind from where the eyesight comes. That reservoir is full of sight. It doesn't close. There's no cataract at all there, you see. Always available to everyone, you see. So look behind the eyes. This is the other way of looking things. Forward things, you will see objects. Behind, you will see subject. You will see the seer, not what is seeing. So look behind, from where this sight is coming. There you see it is the source of everything, source of love, source of beauty. Yeah. Thank you. And then you will be up to mark. Yes, you have hit the mark. Who was preparing for the wedding? Where is that girl? You have to come. I didn't give you some present to come here. I give you some present for this thing. It has come, you see. I do not know how it come to be. So this present, you know what is this? I will show you some. So this. Yeah. So this is a present Yes, yes. Not put here. You know it?
Yes, dolphin.
Huh?
Yes.
It's
No,
a
it's a whale.
whale, yes.
Whale.
Yeah. So you can keep this thing. You can keep it this. So next time you come with this, you see.
Wonderful present.
Thank you. Dear Papaji, all my doubts have now vanished. You are my master and I am your disciple. I ride to the end of time and space. Oh. Give me a new name. I bow at your feet. Very nice. What do I remember? You forgot your name now.
I have no name.
Huh?
I have no name right now.
No name. You're very good. Yes. Where did you send away the name? Where your name is gone? Very good. Very. Can you say something? How did you remove your name? When there is no name, there is no farm also, isn't it? Where they have vanished. How did you do it? Yes. Yeah. How did you do it?
I didn't do anything.
Everybody says so, but I want to know what is a special formula, because I want to declare to everybody, if someone can say how it vanishes. Names, forms vanish, desires vanish, attachments vanish. Everything vanishes. So I am after that formula. If someone can say how it happens, all the attachments finish away. Name also goes. So how did you do it?
It did me. It did me. It was done to me. I didn't do it.
You didn't do anything? So I think this is the best answer, and I will translate what he speaks on his behalf. He didn't do anything. And if all of you don't do anything, you will be in the same position. And there's no doubt about it. Because this man was fighting with me, he brought so many doubts and so many questions, and you have been seeing the tug of war for the last 10 days. So I said, you wait. He was going, I said, no, you wait. You have come for some purpose, it is better to fulfill the purpose, and then you go wherever you like. And now you have done it, you see. One who has beheld his own eternal formless form. Everybody who looks here, there, anywhere, there is form in front of him. Men, animals, birds, anything but stones, forests, anything. So these eyes have not seen something which has no form. Everybody is seeing some form. Even while he's sleeping, he is dreaming some forms. And when something happens by not doing, then you will see your own form, own formless form. That form is called Swarup, my own form. Otherwise you see others' forms. Even when you see your own form into the mirror, it is others' form, not your form. Because anything that you see, you are someone else. The seer is someone else. What is seen is an object. And when you see your own things, it's an object. It must be object. So who is the seer? That name you are getting today, Swarupa, means own form, not the body's form. Can you pronounce this word?
Svarupa?
Yes, Swarupa. Thank you. Now you can go whenever you like. I was not allowing you to go. Beloved Papaji, my beloved Papaji, what is happening to me? There's expectancy in the air. So much I want to tell you. But the grapes that you have stuffed in my mouth are keeping me quiet. What can I do? I surrender to you completely. I closed my old boyfriend. I closed the relationship with my old boyfriend. I have thrown him out of my bed. Oh. So who is this cruel wife? Let me see that. Where is she? Come here, yes, yes. You're very strong, eh? I have thrown my old boyfriend from my bedroom and look what's happening. You are right. Leonard has smuggled a girl from Papaji, but somehow I get the feeling that he's one of your allies to teach me more about surrender and love and freedom. Everything seems to be speeding up. I don't want to ever leave you. I am in amazement and awe and bewilderment, and I am in deep gratitude for all this. I really don't know anything anymore. What's next? And I didn't read who was this boyfriend. May I tell the name if you don't mind? May I tell? No, he must have gone already because you have insulted him. You see. Yeah. If you insult someone, nobody will stay in your room. Yeah. It is you invite. Because you invite, then only people will come and stay in your bed. But if you insult, you throw away this boy, he will never touch you again. He has to find some other girls, but not from here, somewhere else on the streets, you see. In front of the streets there are many girls, and they're waiting near the garbage store. Very handsome, you see. So this boyfriend, I give you the name, this she calls, I have been sleeping always. This boyfriend has troubled me. Therefore, once I have now decided, because Papaji has told me to kick this boyfriend, and I forgot. Now, I must have told you because nobody else can tell you, first of all. And this boyfriend's name is Mr. Mind. So now, Mr. Mind will not come nearer. Oh, then I have not read the letters. Now I am shaking in happiness. Papaji, I love you, Bahani, and is it now time for a new name? Yes, of course, this is the time. When Mr. Mind is gone, Mr. Mind, let him go, then you have next one, Mr. No Mind now. And Mr. No Mind, you will not kick because he is very sweet, very loving, you see. So you will not kick him. And if even you decide, he will enclose you through his arms, very big arm, limitless arm. You cannot run now. He is very sweet. You will be in love with him. He will be in love with you. So this union is eternal union. So I give you the name after a new union with the fresh one, okay? When there is no dirt, no untruth in you, then the mind is pure. Mind is pure and becomes no mind, And this no mind is called, this name, I am purity itself. No one can distract me. So this name is there. Can you pronounce this name? Vimala means no impurity left in my heart. So I have become now purity itself. Thank you. Thank you for your darshan. I would love to touch your holy feet. Darshan. Darshan is here. Aloha. You are from Maui? Aloha. Okay. When did you come?
6 days ago.
I see. Not seen you. You know them? You don't know Isaac and Leela? They are from Maui. Many others are also there. He will speak to you after satsang. You can meet him. Thank you. Dear beloved Papaji, good morning. I have been in India for a month. Who's the name? No. No name. In satsang I feel bathed in the healing waters of your vibrational field, cleansing my consciousness. I feel the past and tendencies of my mind, latent tendencies of my mind, receding like the tide going out to sea. I have been going around in circles for years, like a record stuck in a groove, replaying the same little part of the song but not being able to go behind. But now there is no need to repeat what's gone before. Past is behind me and it is closed door. I am ready for a new lineage, a new life and a new name. Dearest Papaji, never before have I seen such beauty and love as I see in you. Thank you for making yourself so generously available to all of us. With Sri Ramana Maharishi and yourself, there is no room for any doubt. Just one question. How is it? Just one question arises, Papa, after all these experiences with you. Very difficult question, seriously. This question I have never answered, and nobody asked me also. This question is rather difficult, but somehow I have to I have to reconcile you so that you don't ask this question, and straightway, not to tell you, lovingly I can tell you, this question I cannot answer. I hope you don't mind. And this question is, Papa, you tell me the secret, how is it that you get sweeter and sweeter and more beautiful and lovely each day? So I am your loving son, one who was called once upon a time Tom. First of all, I tell you the meaning of the name that you are going to get, because you very well deserve it now. And the meaning, first of all, if I tell you the meaning completely, which I want to tell you, I will need at least 3 cycles of time. 3 cycles of time, still it will be unfinished. That name you are going to get. But in short, you have no time to listen to me. You can't spend. You just spend a day, you say, first of all, I am leaving this afternoon plane. I am leaving next day. You have no time, but if you decide, I will tell you the meaning of something which will take quite a million of years. And you don't afford time, you see this. Anyway, in short, I will tell you the meaning. The meaning is that blue-hued, most beautiful boy, friend of the handsome maidens who go to him to hear his music and quench the thirst of their eyes, enjoying a very soft smile on his lips. Yeah. Quite a lot of them went to him, 84,000 girls at the same time, playing with this young, beautiful boy aged 13 years. Quite. And they forgot to return home. Such is the attraction of someone. So if you are prepared, if all of you are prepared, I am ready. But those who have booked already their reservations, so I can't tell them to cancel their reservations. So you have to decide. One day we will begin and telling you this never-ending story. Okay. Chalo. This name you can keep it with you. Yes. Have you heard of this? Okay, not. Then I will give you a picture tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow you are not here, no? Okay. You give that picture which I have kept already away yesterday, last night, do you know? Okay. Master, will you please speak about Shivaratri? Thank you. Swamiji will come here and he will be speaking about Shivaratri and few other letters I have not read. Tuesdays, no? These are from Tuesday. Is it down here? Thursday, you see this thing. It is my first time here in Lucknow and I will be leaving on Thursday. Before I leave, I would like to sit at your feet. I want to open up to you, but I also feel some resistance. I already have a master who I am very happy with, and I am a bit scared that if I open up to you, I will feel some confusion. But I would like to open up to you also. I have a question. I have a question concerning meditation. When you say for us not to think, it feels to me that some effort is needed not to think. First of all, it seems that you already have a master and you are quite happy with him. I am very happy with him. And I am a bit scared if I open up to you. First of all, you tell me, this question which you are asking me now for the first time today, concerning meditation, which you say to us not to think. Didn't you ask this question to your master?
No.
Why? Why you didn't ask? This is very important question. This very most important. Why should you go near a teacher if you don't have this question? Since you have a question, you had a question, you wrote to me, why you didn't speak about this question to your previous master?
Because he's no longer in the body. He's no longer in the body.
Yes, then can you marry a man who has no body? I've never heard. I never heard. Can you marry a man who is dead and gone to graveyard? Or maybe possible. My master has left the body, then you stayed in the graveyard? That is obviously, it means that my master is not there, my husband is not there, so he is in the graveyard and now I have to live in the graveyard. And how long did you stay near the grave? Yeah, you tell me. Why should you go to the graveyard? I don't send you to the graveyard. And if the master who can die is not a master,
I don't feel that he has died. He's just.
you just now said, my master, no body. So, bodiless master needs a bodiless person. And you must be in the graveyard, you see, yes. And fanning him out of your love, obedience to the teacher. You must have been fanning, you see, because it is summertime, you see. Yes, of course. In England, Mahatma Ji was traveling once. Mahatma Ji was traveling in England, and then the car passed near the graveyard and he saw one woman, very beautiful woman, with very sincerity fanning the grave. And Mahatma Ji was very much impressed, you see. He thought only Indian women are such loving, even the husband passed away, that they still remember him and they'll always remember every month, every year in remembrance of their late husband. But in England also, such women are there. So you stop the car, I want to prostrate before this woman because and console her so that the dead man is gone now. You, my dear daughter, you return back. My dear mother, you return back. And then, first of all, he prostrated before him. And then he addressed politely, like India, mother, you see. It's a beautiful word. But she said, why you call me mother? I'm not the wife of your husband. I'm not your wife. Why you call mother? I'm not the wife of your father to become your mother. And then Mahatma Ji couldn't do anything. Oh, he said, I came here because you are fanning and tell you dead is dead. You go back home. He said, no, this is a custom in our country. You fan the grave so that it gets dry earlier, so that I will marry again with the next person. Yeah. Because we cannot marry unless the grave is dry, it is wet. So I'm fanning, let it go, let it dry, other husband is waiting. And I am a very faithful Christian, you see, I must obey the church, you see. So the church, so it doesn't matter. It will take a day and half a day more. In half a day, I will get a fresh new husband, you see. So let him go to hell. I don't mind, you see. So you should have done that, you see. Dry the grave. Then have a question, not to think. So not to think, if I feel that same effort is needed. What effort do you need? Not to think, what effort do you need? You need effort when you think. This, you see, I am holding this thing, isn't it? I am holding this pen. It needs some effort because I need to stretch my hand and there is some weight on it, isn't it? So I tell you to drop like this thing. So what effort did I do to drop it, you see? I just turned like this thing, is gone. So like this thing, any object which comes on your head, simply shake it away. Shake your head, it's go. Then one man was having about 100 kg on his head, summer, and he was in trouble because it's too much weight. He was calling help. You can help me? Can you help me? And to each one he was going, he will say, yes, I'll help you. What is this you are carrying? Rock, stone, piece of stone, 100 kg. So he said, I will help you. You take 10 kg of iron on it. Iron is better, gets more price than the stones. So now it has become 110 kg, you see. Another man, he goes, I am much in trouble, too much weight on me. He gives you brass, 10 kg of brass on it. Brass is costly than this iron. Now 120. Wherever you go, they will load some weight on your head, on your mind. Who is the teacher who doesn't give you any weight? Tell me. All the teachers must tell you, you must do this thing, this meditation, this practice, read this kind of book or that kind of book. So they are adding to your already burdened mind. So don't accept that teacher who gives you any weight, any thought, any practice, any vipassana or upasana. Don't take him as a teacher, you see. Teacher does not give you any weight. Teacher has no teaching. So that is preaching. You must have been with a preacher, not a teacher. Teacher has no teaching, doesn't tell you to do anything. Simply tells you, keep quiet. That's all. And you have got to keep quiet one day, because before your birth you were quiet. And after that period, some period, maybe 80 years, 90 years, again you will be quiet. Why not to keep quiet now? So if you still find to keep quiet is an effort, you better return to your previous teacher, you see. So I don't press upon you, you stay here. If you find you are happy, you return to the previous teacher. If I relax and apply no effort, thoughts come and go. But you see, if the thoughts, if you relax, thoughts cannot come. If you relax, thoughts cannot come. When you are not relaxing, then only the thoughts come. And this relaxation means when you are quiet, no thought will come near you. That's called relaxation. When there's any thought, there is suffering, you can't relax. Relaxation is the time when only there's no thought. You may not have experience, now you experience. Whenever your special happiness comes, isn't it? Why that happiness comes? Why? Because at that time, each one wanted to meet each other. After meeting, that question of meeting is no more there. They are in meeting. So when they meet, the questions have gone. Effort is gone. Thought is gone. Desire is gone. So this meeting has no thought. But nobody knows. They say, I am happy when I meet my girlfriend. No, because when you meet your girlfriend, the desire to meet the girlfriend is no more there. That gives you happiness, no one knows. So whatsoever, whenever you are happy, in whatsoever direction or circumstances, at that time you don't have any thought. Then you are happy. Is this what you mean by not thinking? Is the silence you speak of, is the silence behind the thought? Yes, I mean. Silence is behind the thought. Thought is not the part of them. Yes, you write very well, then you are confused. Why? But just notice them. Just notice them. Yeah, any thought comes, most people don't notice. They are washed away in the current of the river and they are in trouble. Whenever the thought comes, look at it, watch it, be vigilant. Then there will be no thought at all. Not only write and not only think, but do it. It doesn't cost time, and then you will have this practice everywhere. When you go, you see at the thought when it arises, so you will be doing the routine of your daily life, going to market, walking in the forest, even without thinking. Then you will enjoy your life, you see. So whatever comes, let it come. Whatever goes, let it go. You simply keep watching, you see. I have an experience of silence without a thought in moments between breathing and have not been able to sit for fresh periods of meditation without thoughts coming or going. So you don't nirava. Anyway, when you sit for meditation, first of all, when the thoughts are rising, you are holding them. So to meditate is the practice not to hold the thought, any mind. When the mind is free, that's called meditation. So let the thoughts come and go away. You don't run after the thought. Everybody runs after the thought, you see. If they see someone on the street, they appreciate, like it, they turn their neck behind to see. They are lost. Somebody goes, let it go. This is a happy way of living. Like you are standing at the platform, the trains are coming, let them come. Trains are departing, let them depart. You want a train where you are going. In that train, you get in, you see. You can't make friendship in the transit lounge. You are sitting along with people, somebody going to Paris, somebody going to New York, someone going to Munich, all sitting around you. You are chit-chatting, sharing the drinks also. But when the board announces plane, get ready, get checked for security, such and such flight for Munich. This friend is gone, isn't it? And other friend for New York. Announcement, check-in, passengers for New York, they have left. Other New York, everybody's gone. You are left alone because your flight is different. And nobody will stay. This is a travel lounge. Many people came, they have left. Many are here, they are leaving. Many will come, they will leave. Whosoever comes, goes. This world is a transit lounge. It's not a permanent building like your home. So you must behave as you behave in the transit lounge. Don't make friendship which is not lasting. They were waiting for their flight. They will disappear. So you have friendship with one who has to travel with you, same flight, same number. Then you create the friendship with that. Okay. Thank you. One year has passed with you here in Lucknow. Shanti. One year has passed with you in Lucknow now, and I felt for a while that leaving for the West would be appropriate. But now there is just not knowing, no pull anywhere, only a flood of tears and ache in my heart. At the uttering of your name, no one to go, where to go. No desire ever to go or do, and nothing to do. There is no past left, only you are. Joy and happiness is in serving you. Please command. It will be done in deep love, gratitude, surrender. Beauty to your lotus feet, Papaji, my own self, my own only self is you, Om Shanti, your loving daughter, Shanti. So, better go and come. Yes. You are deciding for the last several months that you are going. You can go and come again. Where do you go?
Maybe France.
Huh?
France or Italy? France or Italy?
France.
Europe.
Huh?
Europe.
No, which place? Which?
France.
France.
Nice.
Where do which
Nice.
place?
Nice.
Nice. Oh, yes. Very good place. I lived there.
Yes, I know.
Nice.
I
Yes.
missed you there.
Huh? Yes, I was there next to Nice. Saint Paul de Vence.
Very beautiful.
Huh?
Very beautiful.
Very good, yes. And San Rafael also. Yeah. Cannes also. Cannes is very good beach. Yes. So you will, now is the time you will bask on the sands of the beach of Nice. People go to bask themselves. Huh?
It's a stone beach.
They lie whole day in the sun to become brown. Yes. Oh, having one hat there or some umbrella on the head, and they write the word girlfriend here on the paper. The paper, girlfriend, my beloved, my love, like this thing, and with the paper, so all of the skin is brown, so this remains white. So they showed me in Paris, you see. I've been in south of France, and look, you see how much I have baked or yes, how much I have baked, see, and the see. But then it vanishes in 15 days, becomes all brown, you see. So don't have that kind of coating, you see. Simply this love, this white love will not help you. Original love is got better because it will not vanish, you see. Yeah. And you are not to bask for the love, you see. Love will be everywhere. You will see now Lucknow, then Paris, then Cannes, Nice. You will not have any difference, you see. Yeah. If you go to San Rafael, I have many hippie friends. They in 1969, a group of hippies, they will only smoke chillum, you see. And I tell them, you don't drink, smoke chillum, you see. But they were all having chillum, then heroin, then LSD, and they were not feeling hungry at all, you see. Just a trip, you see, one trip for 6 hours. And then I used to take food for them, and one boy got some pleurisy, and then I took him to a doctor, and then I advised him, you better go back and look after your health, you see. So I sent him back, you see. And when I had gone to San Rafael, they all came to me. Same group, but same remained hippies themselves. They have not changed, you see. Not working. And one boy in a group will go to work one day, and he will bring some chillum and some spaghetti. That one boy will work for 12 people, you see. One boy. Why all? We have to eat food and then smoke chillum. Why all of us should go? One man's wages is quite enough, because he will get 500 francs, he will bring bread, and he will bring some cheese, and he will bring chillum, enough for us for the day. Next man goes. How we are living very happy. Okay, this tomorrow. Time. Acha, Swamiji will give about this thing. Shivratri, yes. Today is Shivaratri, so some people are celebrating Shivaratri tonight, and they wanted to know something about Shivaratri, and Swamiji will speak about Shivaratri, which will begin celebration in the night till tomorrow morning.
Om Namah Bhagavate Sadashivaya. Shivratri means the night of Shiva. It comes on the 28th moon of this month, and it is celebrated on this particular night. But before I describe to you what Shivratri is, how it is celebrated, it is necessary to tell you what Shiva is. Now, Shiva stands for Supreme Consciousness. Shiva is all. But as he is presented in pictures and images as a deity, it is necessary for me to trace how he became a deity, and then certain very interesting legends connected with this deity and his place as a deity. There were no Vedic deities, particularly Shiva is not mentioned as a deity in Vedic scriptures. It is only, there were loose worships going on many thousands of years after the Vedas. Nobody knows when the Vedas were written. And then some sort of system was provided, say in the 3rd, 4th or 5th century AD, where certain worships were formalized and concretized. And those worships came to use certain deities. I will tell you about Shiva used as a deity. Now Shiva has a white color, white form, but it has a blue hue. Now white means colorless, white means no color on it. And that connects what I earlier said, Shiva is all, Shiva is supreme consciousness. Why blue hue? It is like the Gagan, that is the sky. It looks blue to you from a distance, but as you fly into it, you don't find anything blue. You go higher and higher, you don't fly. It is unlimited, and it is blue is only an apparent color placed on it. Now, Shiva is represented to you, sometimes you find coming to India in two ways. One is the Shiv Linga, which is in the shape, it is not what has been condemned by some people from other motives, that it is something else. It is a phallic kind of a deity. It is not so. It means it is just a shape which has no opening underneath. It is like an O, but without an ending. So that represents the oneness of all. That again brings me back to what I told you earlier. It is the supreme consciousness, the one. The second way that you find Shiva represented is in some images and some other sculptors' works also. Now, images and the statues, they show you Shiva with matted hair and ganges on top of his head. Now, the ganges denotes that the Supreme All, he desired that the Ganges, as the cooling nectar comes down from the heaven on the earth and gives the jala, the water of Gyan, to everyone. The matted hair show that our thoughts are numerous, tremendous thoughts, and Shiva has captured them on his head to be able to indicate to us that we can also become thoughtlessness if we become one with the Supreme Consciousness. Coming down, you find that Shiva has been clothed with a tiger skin. He has got an antelope skin to sit on. He has got a trident in his hand. He has got fire in one hand. And in one hand, he is shown pointing downwards. In one hand, he has got a little drum-shaped music type of an instrument. Now, I'll give you the details of a legend, how these different things came to be shown on the image. The legend is that there were about 10,000 holy persons. They were carrying on the ancient way of capturing the natural powers and becoming powerful. Shiva appeared to them and told them that they were all wrong and they must listen to him, they must follow him. Then he tried to teach them Gyan, but they all became vicious and atrocious. They started hitting him. First of all, they threw a tiger at him. He caught it, flayed it, and covered his body. Otherwise, Shiva is naked. I need not again tell you why naked, because the Supreme Consciousness is naked. Now, and what did the tiger denote on the image? they have sent the tiger in the form of fear on him. And that is why Papaji says, you have nothing to fear. So he put on his body the tiger skin. Then they threw snakes on him. The snakes denote desires. And he just wrapped them around on his body. And so Papaji tells you, when you are rid of desires, then you are rid of the world and you are yourself. Then they sent an antelope to him, means that you want to run away. You want to run away. You don't want to stick to anything at any time. You want to run here, run fast, this way, that way. Antelope denotes that. And he flayed it and made it a skin of it and sat on it. Then they threw an hourglass on him. Hourglass shows, as Papaji says, that death is calling. The hours are passing. He made it into the shape of a drum, the damru, and held it in his hand. He converted that hour into damru. Now damru, what does it denote? That little drum, what does it denote? It denotes the sound. The sound, what does the sound denote? Of course, the first manifestations of Atma are in sound and light. But as Papaji says, after sound, stillness. So the damru in Shiva's hand shows that stillness is to be achieved. Then they threw a trident at him, the three-pronged weapon, which you see with a handle, right, big long iron handle underneath with the three prongs. He caught it in his hand. The three-pronged instrument thrown at him, weapon thrown at him, indicates the waking, dreaming and sleep state. And Papaji tells us that you are beyond that, you are yourself Tulya. And this is what Shiva is. He held it in his hand, that is, Shiva is beyond the three states of consciousness, which are the apparent state of consciousness. Then, ultimately, they threw fire at him. He just caught fire in his hand. Fire means that they threw fire in order to burn the tendency towards towards Gyan. Papaji has hundreds of times told us that there are enemies standing in our way in the shape of fire. We want to go towards Gyan, but there is fire. He held it in his hand and said that you can be free from any heat, any fear, anything like that. Lastly, they threw a dwarf at him, which he just stood on and trampled on it on one foot. Now what is dwarf? Dwarf is the ego in us. They thought this was the last weapon to subdue Shiva. They threw the dwarf at him and he stood on the dwarf, and that is how Papaji in his Shiva roop helps us to do away with our ego and make us stand on it.